Struggling, yeah. Struggling for survivor.
YouTube, what's up? Bud from Hey Bud, and I am on a field trip. I am going to BioTactics. Right there. We are gonna go down here. We're gonna see Bud from over here, and I am going to get some hypoespis miles. But I want to get him on camera and have him talk about what they do out here and maybe show us some stuff, because it's amazing. It's amazing, and I think you will like it. So stay tuned. I'm gonna pull in and we'll get going here. Hey guys, Bud from Hey Bud, and I am with Bud from BioTactics, and I want him to tell us a little bit about his company, but also how you guys can benefit from his beneficial bugs. So we'll talk a little bit about the history of his company, how he got started doing this, which is a great story, and then a little bit about how his bugs will help you. So without further ado, Bud from BioTactics. How's it going, Bud?
Good. Okay, so I got into this through my family. It's a family business now. It was started by Dr. Glenn Scriven and Walt White back in 1976, and they are one of the first crew to turn predator mites into a entomological field. They turn them into a product. So they found out that they can actually help growers not spray pesticides on strawberries. We started on mint, and pretty much everywhere you don't want pesticides. My dad was a aerospace engineer that was laid off, and he taught himself database development, and he applied for a greenhouse manager position at this mite company down the road. And when they interviewed my dad, they offered him the job because, you know, databases and millions of mites kind of go together. So in and out, inventory, all that stuff. So and at the time, the owners were about in the early 70s, so they were almost ready to retire. So we bought the company from them, and
how long ago was that?
They bought it from them in 2005.
Nice.
But we restructured and I made my own company in 2014, and here we are now.
Nice.
I started the Instagram page, and now it's
so you moved from strawberries and mint to...
And flowers, anything in greenhouses.
And you still probably do that, right?
Yeah, we still do.
That
in the winter, it's big in strawberries in like Santa Maria, Oxnard, all up the coast.
So you started as a local company, and now we're not local?
We're anywhere we need to be, as long as you have an import permit outside of the U.S. Otherwise, we can ship anywhere except for Hawaii.
Okay.
We have customers in Alaska, Florida, New York, and
awesome.
Everywhere.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about the bugs. So as you know, I am a grower, and I am here today actually because I have a gnat problem.
Okay.
But we also used your I use you as a IPM. So we put the...
So we have several different ways we do things. Californicus is a big seller. You can either get them in shakers with corn grit,
nice,
which is better for low-lying plants, or vermiculite, which is just both substrates are organic.
Right.
It's just a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting that in my My mix.
And then we have, like, for flowering plants, so you don't get these stuck to your trichomes, we have these new bags. They're anti-static, and we seal them, and then we hole punch them for you.
Nice.
And then they just get hung up on the plant, and then they will cut the corners off, and they'll just walk up.
So that's
and
for
hunt.
flower.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then for veg, you just sprinkle them on, and they'll go to town
Okay.
and hunt.
We
That's what they do.
You were telling me about a large grower that you have as a customer who, I mean, so your customers. I'm a little guy. I only have, as you know, 30 plants now.
Okay.
How big do you go? How?
Well, for our big growers, like outdoor growers in Oregon, they'll generally want to start with about, like when they're this size. In veg, you want to do probably 250 predators per, just to keep them clean, and then
Per plant.
Per plant.
Okay.
When they're about this big,
Okay.
or less.
Okay.
It just depends on the damage you're seeing. If you're not seeing any, you could even do less.
Okay.
And then you just sprinkle the vermiculite filled bottles
Uh-huh.
with these little guys directly on. And we have different species for different target pests, like russets or broads, spider mites, all different types of spider mites.
Nice. I don't know if you guys are getting this, but this is unbelievable. We've always thought about spraying, and this is just the most organic way that, as a no-till grower, from my standpoint, this is the way we need to do things. I'm trying to imitate the nature.
Glenn helped make this, by the way.
And nice. So look at all these enemies that are out there trying to attack our
Natural enemies eating.
our
All different types, but
our
we have
products. And as you all know, they do some damage. They do a lot of damage to our crops. In fact, can totally wipe it out, right?
Yeah.
So
I've seen. I mean, if you have webbing on your buds, you can't really sell that
right.
legally.
Right.
Especially if you're no-till. I'm sure you've run into gnat problems.
Absolutely.
We have a relationship with a company in Africa right now that makes probably the best hypoaspis miles that I've seen. And these actually live in the soil and eat the fungus gnat larvae.
Nice.
And
That's
you should
what
be able
I'm.
to see 'em.
That's what I'm after.
They're a little cold right now.
Oh, so they probably aren't very active.
Yeah.
I'm sure. You know what? I have a little.
There's one.
I have a little microscope
Here we
at
go.
home that. Oh yeah, I don't think.
It looks like vermiculite, but they're starting to warm up.
I got you. Oh yeah, I can see them. Oh yeah, they're definitely moving around. I'm gonna get a close up when I get home and do the. Awesome.
And
So actually, that's what I'm here to get today, right?
yeah, 3 bottles, right?
Yeah. So so this is what I am going to release into my pots, right? How just a little bit, just shake it out.
Yeah. So you want to get an even mixture, as with all the different bottle sizes. You want to get an even mixture within the bottle. So you want to slowly go back and forth.
Okay.
These ones are kind of pretty heavily filled.
Okay.
And then you just put it where Santa would put the presents on the Christmas tree.
Okay.
And then they will go out from there.
All right. Awesome. Okay. Bless you. Bless you. All right. So
Excuse me.
if anyone is interested, I will put a link down below to Andrew. Do you have a web page?
Yeah, we're actually completely redesigning it right now.
Oh, okay.
We still have the original one up, benemite.com.
Okay.
BENEMITE.com. MITE,
Okay.
as in beneficial mite. But our new one will be BioTacticsInc.com.
Okay. All right. I'll make sure that we get all that down there, and contact information. I'll put that down too.
951-943-2819 is our office line.
Awesome. And like he said, they'll ship all over. So if anyone is interested, even if you just have questions, I'm sure that he'll be happy to.
This is my life. So all I do is answer questions.
Here's the bug man right here. The good bug man. We'll call him the good bug man. Actually, you know what? That reminds me. Can you tell us what you do? So when I pulled up, I saw these greenhouses out here. What do you grow in your greenhouses?
Well, a lot of companies rear their predators on factitious food. We rear all of our predators on spider mites, and we have excuse me 6 greenhouses full of plants with spider mites on them, and then we remove the spider mites and feed them directly to the predators. With our rearing system, with their natural food, we actually see their highest natural potential as far as consumption and reproduction. So you get the healthiest mites possible. They eat between 4 to 6 food units per day, which is either an egg, nymph, or adult. And then for each 4 to 6, they'll lay one of their own. And we see 4 to 6 eggs per day. So they're taking out 24, 26 food units, which are pests, out while laying 4 to 6 of their own. So it's an exponential increase if there's a food source for them.
So let me jump in, because this is just mind-boggling. So basically, you raise spider mites and you feed them to the beneficial bugs that you create, and so that's how you do it, right?
Yeah, we just naturally reproduce how they do out in the wild. So the natural processes that are happening out in the wild are maximized in our rearing system.
That's unbelievable. So I think he was also telling me that whenever they go out there, they gown up.
We have contamination protocols, because if our predators get in our greenhouses, they eat up all the food. That's how they work.
Guys, I mean, this is just, it's amazing that, so he just said they gown up to prevent eradicating all of the spider mites in the warehouse.
Kind of the opposite of what you got.
Yeah, even if they, I mean, they gown up to prevent taking a good bug into the greenhouse because they don't want the bugs to wipe out all of their spider mites, and it's mind-boggling. So that's really what I wanted to get out of this, is just how first of all, how powerful they are. I mean, knock on wood, I have not had an issue. This grow, if you've been following me, has been just fucking off the wall, amazing. And I started off with some IPM on their part. I got some of the spider mite.
I think you got Californicus last time.
Californicus, right?
Yeah.
Put those in, and then I also got the hypoaspis for one room, and the room that I didn't do it in, I'm having an issue.
So they worked in the first room.
I believe they worked. The other room, I don't have any issues. I mean, so shame on me for not doing the other room.
What's good about our process is that we rear mites that are predators that no other company does, because they don't have the technology.
Yes.
So Occidentalis, which is a great russet predator for the Central Valley, it can handle up to 110 degrees and down to 30% humidity.
Wow.
Well, it can reproduce in those
Parameters.
But it can live with it, like outside of those.
Wow.
As well.
Nice.
Live and work. And what the goals are for cannabis is really close to what is ideal for Californicus, and we have the best Californicus in the world.
Nice.
Ours are anybody that's ordered them has said they work the best.
Awesome. So I'm going to get this up right away because I think this is just a topic that people will be interested in, and hopefully we'll get you some new customers out of the deal. But the real thing is, I just wanted people to know that there are other alternatives from spraying, and you know, I'm just excited and happy to have you talk about it. So thanks a lot, my friend, and we'll be in touch.
All right.
Hey guys, Bud again, and I am just in the process of editing this video, and I wanted to get it finished as soon as possible. And I originally thought about showing me put the hypoaspis miles. I think it's hypoaspis. I know miles is the second word. So I'm gonna put miles on my plants, and I will videotape that and make a separate video out of it just to show how I apply them. And that'll be in the next day or so. And let me quiet my my phone down. And so I'm gonna cut it short right here with Andrew. Actually, his name is Andrew. With Andrew's last commentary. And then, like I said, we'll get some updated videos on later. But, man, what a story, huh? Hard to believe when I found out about this that more people don't know about it. And if they do know about it, they're like on the fence. But just knowing that these guys gown up to go into their greenhouses to make sure they have no predator mites on them, because if they do, they will wipe out their whole greenhouse. How freaking crazy is that? So, thanks again. Growers love y'all. Hope you enjoyed this. Give Aaron some love. He's got a great Instagram. I'll put that down below as well. So, we will see you again soon. Please like and share. Even ask a question. And we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Struggling, 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 yeah. Struggling for survival.